Hello guys, in this tutorial we are going to take a look at some of the more properties of Flexbox and also like how we can uh, design a responsive component using Flexbox. Okay, so we have these three boxes inside our parent component, right? So the some other properties are, let's say, uh, are that we are going to talk about in this session is flex basis, flex grow, and flex wrap. Okay, so as you can see, the three boxes are aligned in the parent container. So what, let's apply use one of the property which is flex basis. Okay, uh, so I'll assign flex basis to each of the box as 20%. Okay, or maybe some uh, 200. So flex basis is nothing but the width of the box. Okay, either we can assign a width or we can assign a flex basis, right? So if we replace the width with flex basis, it's still going to work because flex basis is nothing but the width of the child elements of a flex box. Okay, when the direction is row, and when the direction is column, flex basis denotes the height of the child elements of the flexbox container. Okay, so each of the boxes is now have a flex basis of 250 pixel. So this is what flex basis is used for. Flex basis is used to uh, specify the width of the child elements of a flexbox container when the flex direction is row, and when the flex direction is column, flex basis is used to specify the height of the child elements. Okay, next we are going to take a look at flex grow. Flex grow is something, if we assign it as 1, let's see what happens. Yeah, so as my container grows, the box will also grow in size. Okay, if I go to the mobile view, see, the box is also shrink. Why is that so? Because there is a property called flex shrink. Okay, and by default the value of flex shrink is also 1, and will override it with our value 1. So what this flex grow and flex shrink properties are, as our box grow or shrink in size, the child elements will also grow and shrink in size with respect to the parent component. So if we keep on increasing the size of our parent box, see, the even if the flex basis was 250 pixel, that is the width of the each box was 250 pixel, the box are still growing in size because the property flex grow has been assigned to 1, which denotes that uh, each of the boxes will grow with respect to the parent component. And what does flex shrink to do is that if I decrease the size of this container, the flex shrink will decrease the width of each of these boxes with respect to the parent container. Okay, and now if I make the flex shrink as 0, let's see what happens. Okay, yeah, flex shrink as 0. And if I go, yeah, see, so when the flex shrink is 0, the boxes are not getting shrinked. Okay, and it has been overflown outside of my parent container. The reason being, the box are not using the flex shrink property because we have made it to 0. And if I convert it to 1 back again, the box will also shrink in size. So this was flex basis, flex grow, and flex shrink property. Oh, I missed that one. Okay, now let's take a look at what is a flex wrap property. So for that flex wrap property, I'll remove the flex grow and flex shrink property for one now. And yeah, and I'll make the flex shrink as 0, so that when my container size decreases, the box does not shrink in size. Okay, so what happens is basically the boxes will overflow outside of the container. There is one property to avoid that, which is called flex wrap. Yeah, so as you can see, all the boxes are now wrapped within my parent container. And why this flex wrap is the property of the parent container and not the child, so that the parent container wraps all its child components. Okay, and it and since my flex shrink is 0, none of the boxes are now shrinking in size, and that is why only the parent container is able to wrap all my child components. Okay, so now I'll show you a basic component uh, that we can design using a Flexbox. Okay, so let's say that in a laptop view or in a desktop view, the child components or these boxes are aligned in a horizontal view. Okay, and in the mobile view, uh, the boxes are aligned in a vertical view. Okay, so what would you understand by this? That the elements are uh, aligned in the flex direction of column in the mobile view and in the flex direction of row in the desktop view, right? And that is also like how you are going to make it, right? Initially you will make the flex direction as column, and I'll remove the flex shrink as part, and the flex. Okay, see, the flex spaces is now referred to as the height, but we need to specify the width. Okay, yeah, so there it is, our three boxes, and I have assigned the flex direction of column. So in the mobile view, all my boxes will be aligned in the column, right? But that would also remain same for my tablet and the desktop views. So how to make it, how to convert it into a row view in the desktop view, right? For that we can do something. We can use a media query, media, and min width of, let's say, 1024 pixel, and we can dot container flex direction of row. Yeah, see, so if we move above the 1024 pixel, this is the 768 pixel, and we move to the 1024 pixel, the flex direction column will now be converted into the flex direction row. Okay, so that is one way of doing it. Initially we assign the flex direction as column for the mobile views and the tablet views layout, and then inside the media query we can simply let's say convert it to a row, the flex direction as row. And the alternate way of doing it is that we avoid using the media query. Yeah, and by default we applied the row property only. Okay, and that will work just fine for the tablet and the desktop views, right? But what about the mobile views, right? In the mobile views we want it in a vertical position layout, right? So what we can do is we can apply a property called, we just learned, which was flex wrap as wrap. See, that just does the trick without using the media query. We can use the flex wrap, and then all the child elements will, without getting shrink, it will be wrapped. So that is how you can design a responsive layout which has mobile view layout in vertical manner and the desktop view layout in the horizontal manner. So what you can assign a flex direction of row, and you can make a flex wrap property, apply to a flex wrap property, so that when it grows, it won't wrap itself anymore, and by default it will take the row layout of Flexbox. Okay, so that is how using Flexbox we can layout we layout of different components in our HTML page. Okay, that's it for this tutorial, guys. Thank you.